Check, check.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Welcome. I think I've met everybody. I am Jim and Marianne's son-in-law, and I want to kick this occasion off with a toast because 50 years of anything is worth a toast, but 50 years of marriage is worth, hopefully what I can provide is a really good toast, so we're going to find out. You know, there are a multitude of anniversary types that exist for all the years. So at 5, it's the wooden anniversary, and I thought of the wooden anniversary as thinking, well, what do you do with wood? You carve it. So you're carving out something, you're carving your relationship, you're still forming what's happening. And then I looked further out and I thought, well, 15 and 20, well, that's crystal and china, which to me sounds very fragile, as if something is still formulating. You've carved what you want to make, but you just never know if you're actually going to make it to 50 or 60. When you hit 50, well, now you have something really special because you have gold. Gold is something that you've crafted, that you've formed over 50 years, and that is not an easy thing to do, especially in marriage. And if you look around, if everybody just takes a moment to look around, you'll see just a portion of the friends and the family that Jim and Marianne have formed over the course of that relationship. And that is something really special because these folks have lived on 2 coasts and they've done it successfully on both sides of the country. So 50 years ago, just to take you back, was 1968. Jim and Marianne actually met in December of 66. They were engaged in December of 67, and they were married 1 year later in December of 68. Now, half the room was not born in 1968, and the other half, don't pretend, you probably don't even remember 1968. So let me just jog your memory a little bit about 1968. The politics were actually pretty similar to our current politics. They're not that far off. They just elected a pretty controversial president. We're at war. We're in war today. And America was feeling remorse over the loss of 2 great leaders that year, as we've just felt remorse over another leader. So politics, I guess 50 years doesn't change much. But prices, man, oh man. Gas was 38 cents a gallon. A first-class stamp was 6 cents. 6 cents. And 2001: A Space Odyssey was the most profitable film of the year, which seems pretty dated being that it's 2018 now. A house was $16,000. So things have changed just a bit on pricing. And that, to me, parallels a little bit more the world that Jim and Marianne have set for themselves, because their world has changed significantly. Oscar Wilde said of marriage, "A good marriage is like a casserole. Only those responsible for it really knows what goes into it." And I'm not sure which of the 2 of them knows what made 50 years successful, but I would beg to guess that it's the 2 of them together forming a partnership. They have had 3 wonderful and successful children. They have 3 healthy grandchildren, and they have 2 great-grandchildren who are growing up very quickly. They've established networks of friends beyond which I can't even imagine. They have more Christmas cards over their mantle in a year of e-cards than I've seen in my entire lifetime. And that is just, I think, speaks volumes about the friendships that they have that have endured over the course of time. So, they have created a family out of their friends. They've created a home that is a house, and there's a difference. One is just a dwelling, and one invites in family and friends. So some would be tempted to look back at 50 years and think, what did they have, or what they have now? But as I've reflected, it seems to me worth taking a moment to raise a glass, and let's all smile, and let's celebrate not what they have, but all of this that they've created. So here's to 50 years, Mom and Dad. Cheers. Cheers.